So we got Farmers on the blue side and Quantum's and the rest of Mystik Gaming on the red side. So this is the Texas versus Oklahoma matchup. So
Alistair Ban, pretty heavily contested support pick, at least to my knowledge in Korea.
all over, yeah. Definitely probably the top tier of supports if you're going to go by a tier list. So very strong engaged, very strong front line. So it makes a lot of sense. Just some power picks being banned out right now.
Azir really strong, decently good poke, good consistent damage, just an overall strong pick, and really good disengage with the Emperor's Divide.
Yeah, I don't know if you watch LCS or not, but watching Phoenix play Azir the last month
That
or so,
was devastating.
there was the Quadra, and then the other day just destroys on that champion. So people who are mechanically skilled on Azir can do quite a bit. So it makes a lot of sense to see that ban come out.
Nidalee ban, that's, I'm not entirely familiar with Mystik's lineup, but to my knowledge, Nidalee jungle has sort of been falling out of favor recently.
Yeah, absolutely. And then follow up with the Rumble ban. So Mystik taking away some of the team fight potential there with the Azir and the Rumble. Lots of AoE being taken off the table early. Still a lot of strong picks up right now. No ADC bans.
And of course the poke of Varus that we saw Quantum playing last game. Jace is still available if anyone plays that. It looks like they're just...
All the time, taking all full 30 seconds.
There's a Kalista ban. Pretty decently strong AD carry, but she was considered to be nerfed this most recent patch. A lot of people are not happy with the changes.
Right. Well, still a lot of strong picks up. We see both top-tier junglers up.
With Gragas and Rek'Sai, it really makes an interesting decision here for Mystik if you ban one of those and they made a first pick in the other. So if you're not comfortable moving down...
And there's Gragas ban.
So what they're saying here is, well,
Rise.
we're fine giving up
Okay.
Rek'Sai. We're okay with that, but instead, free laner locks in Rise instantly. So I'm not sure if they were hoping to leave that open, or if that's a plan or what, but we do see Rek'Sai.
They are going to take the Rek'Sai. So that brings up some questions on what the Farmer's jungler is going to play, considering the top two are out.
Well, it could be that Lee Sin we saw last game. Could be the Sejuani still up.
That's true.
Though we've seen a lot of other team fight carries kind of banned out of this game. It makes that composition a little more difficult.
The Annie moused over for the support pick. Oh, okay. I think he's just trolling us. Sivir.
Caitlyn locked in, so that's some nice long-range safety.
Caitlyn is going to be a bully to Sivir in lane, but Sivir is widely considered the best AD carry just because of how much team fight potential she brings with the on the hunt.
Absolutely. And you can already see the beginnings of Mystik's composition here with Rek'Sai and Sivir. You turn on the hunt, you run in there. Rek'Sai puts a few tunnels under you, and all of a sudden you have an engage.
And then we have Lulu coming in. Interesting. You could, if they're running straight at you, you could just throw a Glitter Lance backwards.
Yeah.
Sort of puts a damper on that engage, but...
I consider that a good pick. That's good if you have somebody getting dove on, you have that Lulu
the
for
wild
ultimate,
growth.
for the knock-up, to try to disengage. So, it may just be a comfort pick they want to do that, or it's possible that they're trying to look ahead.
To what Mystik might round their composition out with and pick against it now without revealing their mid laner. And no rush to take a jungle, as we already have
Rek'Sai
locked in.
Curious to see if they'll pick up a Devourer jungler. With the changes to Devourer and Sated Devourer on this patch, it's been pretty strong recently.
That's right, definitely has that late game potential, which is something they could use, but they continue the teamfight composition instead.
Maokai, pretty standard top lane pick. Lee Sin is moused over.
And then two junglers.
Why are they doing this to me?
If this was what they went with, I suspect we would have Rise mid, but we'll see where this holds up. But yeah, Mystik rounding out the composition we thought they would after those first two picks. Maokai, great point and click, being able to run and be tanky. Thresh providing that pick potential, as well as the ability to make a play.
You can also put down the box after they start coming in at you. Just sort of separate the team. Whoever got in first is going to die, and then you can just sort of clean up the back line.
That's right. So it'll be interesting if they take this Lee Sin, because Lee Sin is your penultimate early game carry jungler, can make all kinds of plays, but Rise wants to scale up. So You know, you can say that they're balancing out their team comp, or you can say that they're playing towards different parts of the game. With
and
it.
both Lee Sin and Jarvan are actually going to be locked in. So that probably means it's going to be Ryze mid.
That's what I would expect.
Unless we're just seeing a champion select.
Looks like we're having
Oh.
some issues. We'll get this figured out here. If we quit, we're not going to be able to get back in. What? One moment, we will get this worked out here, having some venue issues. If they're in the game... Oh, we're up. Okay, we're back in. Sorry about that here. It looks like we see AP Ezreal locked in for Quantum, so another Poke champion.
Poke, such an annoying thing to play against. And then you have Sivir. You could actually use Sivir ult as a kiting back tool as well with this Poke mid lane Ezreal.
Well, I think the plan, you know, Ezreal, you obviously want to get that poke in before the fight starts. This gives him the ability to land that poke and then engage. So if he was able to catch anybody with the True Shot Barrage and get a lot of damage down, they have the tools to immediately pile onto that.
So it looks like we're going to be seeing this top lane Jarvan.
I'm a little confused. We'll see how the summoners shake out. Is that cleanse on Jarvan?
That does look like cleanse. Oh, no, they're swapping it over to Ignite on Lee Sin.
I think we're just perma being trolled.
Okay, so that's that. Jarvan jungle is actually going to be in.
Lee Sin.
Lee Sin with Ignite and Ryze with Teleport. I'm not familiar with.
Confused, man.
I'm not familiar with the summoner names. Is Pinoy Dragon the mid laner or is Free Laner the mid laner?
Okay. I am tempted to say that we would see Free Laner on Lee Sin playing in the middle, but your guess is as good as mine in this situation. So Lulu has Ignite as well. Maybe it's Lulu in the middle lane, and this is the epic
Lee Sin support.
It's a playmaking ability. So I'm not sure, but I mean, if we do look at their comp outside of where they lane, look at what they want to do. I think we're going to see Jarvan and Ryze scale up, try to get pretty tanky, as well as Lulu to try to protect them. So that's it's not as strong of a front line as Rek'Sai and Maokai, but it gives them a lot of tools. They have a lot of ability to lock people down. You can slow with the Glitter Lance. Ryze can keep people rune prison basically forever, and you always have Cataclysm from Jarvan. So they have the ability to lock people down. So they have lots of pick potential and lots of playmaking ability on Lee Sin. Meanwhile, we look over at Mystik, and they, you know, as we saw from that Sivir pick locked in immediately, they just want a team fight. They want to land some poke, and then they want to pile in on top of it.
But if you look at it, Ryze doesn't have the range of Ezreal, meaning if he's going to want Rune Prison onto Ezreal, then Jarvan is going to have to knock him up and keep him there long enough for Ryze to run in with his ultimate and land some damage on him.
Yeah, almost certainly I think going to be, well, I guess depending on who we actually get in the mid lane, but any lane with Ezreal in it is generally a farm lane. So he doesn't really want to fight at least till he has that Runeglaive or that Ludens or whatever AP item he decides to build. So not necessarily a lot of action I think going to come out of there. But one thing's for sure, when you have two Ignites on the side of farmers and you have Lee Sin, we're almost surely going to see some early game action. So very interested to see how they play this. They are the defending champions, so I'm not going to say that
we're not
this
questioning them
won't work.
just yet.
They are simply next leveling us because I'm not sure about that. I'm sure, you know what, they're confusing Mystik, I'm sure too. So
absolutely.
Also, Mystik probably has the benefit of scouting this team
Then
and knows what laner's going where. Meanwhile, we're left to guess. So definitely going to be an interesting way to see this game play out.
I'm still a little concerned for farmers team fighting because there's no CC that can really reach Ezreal.
That's right. I mean, what they're going to need to do is create those team fights before they get poked down. They have no heals on the team. So that's, pretty rough. They have the shields, but if the shields don't come, right in the instant that we see a spell from Ezreal to get the poke down, then they're going to start a fight, below full health, and I don't think they win team fights if that's the case. They definitely have this pick comp, and they want to take some early game pressure with this Lee Sin pick, with this Caitlyn lane bully, and they're going to want to try to snowball that lead.
Should look at how pretty the Victorious Jarvan skin splash is. It's very pretty.
That's right. So, here we go. Loading into game here. Farmers fighting versus Mystik Gaming. Farmers fighting on the blue side. Your two-time defending champions here at Tokyo and Tulsa in the Uncapped tournament. Meanwhile, Mystik Gaming, the pride of Oklahoma, the best team in Oklahoma, called by many, trying to take down the threat from Texas that is Farmers Gaming.
I just organized Farmers team order. I'm not sure whether I should have put Rise top or mid.
I'm telling you, I'm calling Lee Sin support.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like Lulu.
Well, Lulu brought that spell thieves.
We're really gonna get. I've never seen a Lee Sin mid in my life, so this will definitely be fun. Looks like pretty standard level 1s here. Trying to get some vision down. 4 on the bottom side of the map for Mystik. But it looks like they're just warding up defensively as they do on the top side. So probably not a lot of action here early.
Great laugh spam coming out of Lulu. They've already gotten advantage.
Got the important stuff going on, yeah.
I'm curious to see which bot lane will start a camp. It looks like Rek'Sai and Jarvan are both starting on the bot side, meaning neither bot lane is going to be able to start a camp. Starting a camp really strong to get an early level 2 and get strong pushing.
That's right, yeah. Looks like they may not quite be the case. So we'll see here. How do you expect, now that we actually do see this, AP Ezreal versus Lee Sin middle to play out?
Minions have spawned.
Well, Lee Sin's... Quantum's probably going to be pretty smart about staying behind minions because Lee Sin's not going to be able to gap close without landing his Q.
Right.
That just means easy poke, easy auto attacks.
And they picked into this as well. They saw, the AP Ezreal came out last, but they picked Lee Sin. They rounded out this comp with Lee Sin and with Jarvan, so this was their plan, even picking it blind.
Starting Safeguard, actually, for the shield.
Yeah, gonna be interesting. I mean, I assume knows that Quantum's gonna be able to sit back and stay safe, so we'll see if he's able to make those plays here. We definitely saw Quantum get burned by Lee Sin in the last game, so see if that follows up. I mean,
He's just trying to put him on tilt with this pick.
That's right, yeah. It was the BM pick. I mean, meanwhile, we do see Quantum landing quite a bit of poke there early, and Lee Sin already forced to chug one of those health potions. So we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, as expected, this Caitlyn Lulu lane is going to get a very early push in for Farmers.
That's right, Glitterlance lands a little bit of damage on the Sivir, not much so. Nice poke coming out from Caitlyn as they try to get an early lead here, and they're definitely winning the pressure as we would expect. So we'll see if they're able to turn it into anything. Meanwhile, both top laners just want to stay safe. Both want to ramp up. Ryze wants to get that Rod of Aegis and start stacking, and Maokai likely wants to get the Catalyst and do the same.
We've seen it happen with Huni in Europe. Nice spell shield, but Huni just going on that on the Rise and perma-snaring a Maokai all the way to death.
Yes. I remember that clip. Rek'Sai getting a little close. Take him down. Yeah, that's I think that play alone got Ryze. I think that game he started like 0-3, came back and just soloed the laner. So that got Ryze nerfed right after that. It's probably not quite the same, but definitely can still have that impact up in the top lane.
So, something I'm a little concerned about for Farmer. Oh, nice hook lands
on the Lulu Flake. Gets him back. A little bit of poke damage, but Young DZ already had some damage on himself from that Caitlyn poke, so they're not able to do much more. Here we go, going aggressively, sitting in the middle.
Here comes Jarvan.
First change him out, the Q lands. Is he going to take it? Burns the flash on Ezreal, so nice play there. On him having to burn his flash, so that's a window there in the middle lane for them to try to make a play.
That was a nice little bait by Jarvan. He actually didn't throw the E out, not wanting to go under tower, but the Q was threatening enough to Quantum that he burned his flash. So, good little bait move there.
That's right. So we'll see if they're able to. Oh, hook lands on Caitlyn. Shield comes down, takes a tower shot. Thresh trying to get in there, get some trade damage back. Good job by Lulu there to not panic and just get some trade damage back in. So actually is not as bad as it could have been. But both lanes trying to make some plays, farming up as we speak.
Whimsy really doing work, stopping Sivir from auto-attacking during the course of that stun.
That's right. So as we hit the 5-minute mark, just a simply zoomed out here by Farmers fighting as they have some farm to make. Rek'Sai gets caught, tunnels away. Q lands, follows it up, flashes in by Jarvan. Flag and drag forces the flash out of Rek'Sai. Stay safe with Summoner's Burn.
So that was a little interesting. Lee Sin is actually pushed in the mid lane, so he was able to respond to that fight a little earlier than Ezreal was.
They burned the Summoners there, but we did see Mystik take a scuttle, so I think we all know who really won. Meanwhile, Quantum flashed down, happy to poke away anyways, as Lee Sin still taking some damage, but it looks like his bottom lane swinging quite a bit in the favor of Farmers fighting. That's a 13 CS lead for Caitlyn at this point.
Yeah. Lulu, one of the strongest supports from levels 1
Here's
to
a
3.
follow-up gank, baiting it out. What's he going to see? He's going to see the flag. There's a flag, there's a dragon. Arcane shift away. Quantum gets out safe. There he's paying a lot of attention to that Ezreal in the middle.
But at the end of it all, Lee Sin and Ezreal just about even in farm.
Oh, here we go. Rek'Sai over the wall. Throws out a spell, and they back up safely. Yeah, they're spending a lot of time. They're trying to take down Quantum, but they're not able to get anything out of it. So, Lee Sin with not even a farm lead at the end of it, and this is all Ezreal wants to do is farm up. So if you're not making use of that early Lee Sin pressure, you're actually behind. But here we go. Q lands. Arcane shift away. This looks like a great pick into. I don't know that they were expecting Lee Sin mid, but thus far, Quantum has played very well. See why he's having success there against dangerous Lee Sin. Oh, here we go. Insect again. Now a lot of damage. Ignite is burning. The kick through, trying to get through the green wave. Tries to fight back, but falls over. Great play by Lee Sin.
That was a very nice flash Dragon's Rage. That just looked very smooth and practiced.
Absolutely. So, very nice play there. You know, just when we said, if you're not making early plays on Lee Sin, you're not doing it right. Early play comes up, the first blood goes over to Farmers fighting, and with it, an 800 gold lead as we move past the 7-minute mark of the game.
Okay, so on his first back, Lee Sin picked up Phage and Sightstone, and Boots.
Yeah.
Boots to dodge some of those Ezreal skill shots, but Phage probably going for the Black Cleaver, so like a pretty tanky Lee Sin build.
That's right, and on the bottom side, this is going to get worse and worse for Mystik. Easy CS lead from Caitlyn as they back. Comes back with a BF sword, as well as consumables. Meanwhile, not even a pickaxe, just a Vamp Scepter. So, going to be very difficult. The sustain will help, but they are definitely at a disadvantage when it comes to trading in the lane.
This is real. I'm still astounded by this Lee Sin mid pick. It's so interesting.
Hey, no fear, man. Like we said, these are the seeding matches. You know, when it comes to the actual tournaments, it doesn't mean as much. And in a small tournament like this Uncapped one is, you're gonna have to play everybody anyways. So maybe you don't want to show your best mid laner. Maybe you want to have some fun. Maybe you just want to troll Quantum with the Lee Sin. But either way, they're having some early success on it.
So Jarvan actually going for the Warrior enchant, it looks like, whereas Rek'Sai is opting for Cinderhulk.
And that makes some sense. You see, if Farmers is going to win, they're not going to do it in team fights. So the Cinderhulk on Jarvan is maybe not as useful as having the ability to actually convert picks.
You're right.
Meanwhile, Mystik wants to team fight, so they're going to need that strong front line. Here we go. Rek'Sai misses the knockup. This will be safe. Run away for Freelancer there. Nice damage here. Wow, Rise just unloading onto Mystik Legos. Forces him to back up. every lane right now for Farmers taking a lead on Mystik.
And I guess we could say this is expected of the defending champions, but Mystik
Right.
is no slouch.
No, not at all. So this is really impressive what they've done. Of course, we're not even 10 minutes in. There have been no objectives taken. It's an 800 gold lead, and the farm lead, and all of that is good. Very good for Farmers, but this all could turn into one team fight. One pick that turns into a team fight around Dragon. This game could swing back in a moment's notice.
And undoubtedly Farmers has the stronger team fight, it looks like. Just based on their champion picks.
Right, here we go. Possible dive coming in. Ultimate turned on, but Rek'Sai is there to help Maokai, and it looks like nothing will come of it. It looks like middle lane and junglers all up there on the top side. Three on the top side for each team. On the bottom side, Young DZ taking quite a bit of damage from the bottom lane of Farmers, so those advantages just continue to snowball. It's now a 31 CS lead for Kaylin in that bottom. We'll have to see what they choose to do with all this pressure. Building up a farm lead is good, but when you're against a team with Ezreal that just wants to scale anyways, you know, there could be worse, but here we go. Flay lands into the box, jumping away. Wild Growth trying to say flash in heal burned, trying to get some damage back. Silver Flash in red runs away. Wild Growth keeps Swirl Sean alive, and he's able to heal something back. Ultimate comes in, not able to finish anybody off, but now a hook lands onto Lulu. Rek'Sai's arrived, flashes. Gonna try to get the tunnel for the knockdown here. There is no flash on the Swirl Sean. Lantern with the help, and Uno takes it down. Trade back. That's Young DZ picking up the kill on Sivir. 1-1. Nice re-engage there. The re-engage bait, that is, by Mystik. But here we go. Lisa trying to make a play. Lands a Q on Physics, who jumps away. But some damage traded back and forth. This is that gank by Rek'Sai is vital for getting some pressure back in the bottom lane for Mystik.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Mystik did not go for maybe a dragon. They just killed the 80 carry. They just poked down Lee Sin to less than half.
Right.
And Rek'Sai was in perfect position to go for it.
Yeah, so they had the mission control as well, so maybe there's this opportunity there. We'll see if it comes back to Hanum or if they are able to pick it up. And now they are the ones recalling, and Farmers has returned to the lane. We'll see if they take advantage of this and try to Lego's taking a lot of damage up there. Annoying Dragon just destroying him with Rise. So, I mean, this is a tier stacking Rise even. Here we go, they're coming in, flash kick into Jarvan, flash away by Quantum, gets Cataclysm though, gonna try to get some damage back. Almost survives, but he does go down to Jarvan. Now Rek'Sai has arrived, Hook comes in, Hook lands on Lulu, this is 3-on-2, I don't think they're gonna follow this up. Two members low from Farmers, but they pick up the kill and get away. Very good patience there by them, able to pick up that kill.
Yeah, and we're seeing the strength of this Rise pick, just such a good laner in general. We know he has a really strong late game, but early game he's got some tools.
Yeah, so these have been some very nice plays. I think we saw there a flash kick that just knocked Quantum right back into his teammate. Very good plays. I mean, we knew it wasn't going to be bad. We know you don't pick Lee Sin unless you're comfortable with it. So we wanted to see some plays, and we've got them. As we hit the 13-minute mark, it is a 1,000 gold lead for Farmers. You're defending champions, and they have pressure in everything. But thus far, have not been able to turn it into any objectives yet.
We see him taking every opportunity to remind Quantum about that insect from last game.
He's done a good job. He's taken a lot of pressure in the middle, and there's been a lot of things, a lot of attention paid to him. And he's got the 2 deaths, but his team has won some advantages back on the map. So, and he is just trying to skip. So there are some redeeming qualities there for Quantum as he picks up that Ranger Trailblazer to just farm up even more.
Black Cleaver coming in for Lee Sin. That's some nice little CDR, good amount of health. Just a strong item in general right now.
Yeah, we see not quite there, the net enough to get them away to safely, but we don't see any, big tank items coming out of Jarvan as of yet. So the front line for Farmers is extremely low if Mystik is able to find the team fight. Here comes Play in the box, Wild Growth out, Hook misses, but they're getting some nice image on the Lulu Whimsy. Keeps him safe. Young DZ getting a lot of damage in, though. That's a trade that Mystik wins pretty heavily. Nice plays there by Thresh to get the early damage in.
It appears that Sivir is going for a Bloodthirster. Maybe she just picked up that Vamp Scepter to survive the lane, but that is going to delay her power spike a little bit.
Right, because Lego's taking a lot of damage up there. I at a disadvantage to a Ryze, even as Ryze just works a stack here, and it's a 22 CS lead at this moment. So, I think the story of this game thus far is the first 15 minutes have been soundly won by farmers, but that's not necessarily a bad thing if you look at the compositions of the teams. That's kind of to be expected.
Absolutely. Lee Sin, really strong early game. Ezreal and Maokai both kind of want to farm up a little bit. And Caitlyn, of course, is going to bully her lane no matter what.
Right, we see the Dragon started off because of that pressure that Freelancer has in the middle lane. Quantum not even able to get in position to contest. Word goes down. They are going to timer, but that's it. First Dragon of the game goes over to Farmers in 15 minutes. So with that down, that's another 6 minutes that we won't necessarily see a forced fight. So Mystik with a little more time to farm up before they look for that team fight. Ezreal, he actually takes it.
I knew he would take it.
He takes a couple tower shots and he finds nice straight back, still being aggressive, completely zoning Quantum out of the lane at this point. We'll see if the tower goes down for it. He's still got a lot of health, so it's going to be a while, but definitely putting his foot down in the middle lane.
It looks like Sivir is in fact going for the Infinity Edge, just bought the Vampire Scepter for sustaining lane.
Red team.
Right, so we see the first bottom side for Farmers, but you can already see that poke from Quantum starting to have a little bit of an impact on the set. That's only going to grow as the game goes on. AP Ezreal, one of the strongest mid picks because of that damage and able to dish out from safe.
Maokai a little too scared to even come out from past the river area. Ryze doing so much damage with that perma snare.
Yeah, and you can see the line of wards just steadily moving up for Farmers, starting to get into the river and closer into the jungle of a Mystik Gaming. We know Mystik Gaming was just one ward past the river, definitely. That's just look at the vision, you can tell who's winning the pressure on them.
Absolutely.
Trying to get back to this turret, though. We'll see if they get over greedy for it. They don't. Lantern comes up, they'll stay safe, but that turret, which is a couple hundred health, will survive, so that'll delay the gold for Mystik Gaming.
Okay, now I'm confused. Lee Sin has picked up a Seeker's Arm Guard. What are we doing here, folks?
Oh, he lands a Q, though. He doesn't even. That arm guard's going to keep him safe. He's got all these empty. He'll be in trouble. Quantum has the Ignite on him. Is the Ignite going to get him? Oh, the headshot. Well, he's going to go down to the Ignite. Lisa picks it up. Now, Rek'Sai tried to get some damage count onto Jarvan, but it almost stick with Flag and drag away. Fighting breaking out all over the map, but it's Quantum going down, and Elisa picking up another kill. Hook misses, goes through the middle. The wave clear is there, though, so we won't see this tower push immediately. Ryze continuing to bully Maokai up there at the top. We'll see if they want to see jump in. Here's a front low. Jarvan hits the box, hits a tower shot. He's got a knife burning. He'll go down. It's actually Thresh who picks it up. Nice kill there. Here comes the true shot barrage. Will clear the wave, but not do anything else. So that hook, gets Caitlyn. The knock up by Rek'Sai. Forced to burn the flash to get away. Great plays here by Mystik Decay. These hooks have been on point, keeping Mystik in this game, even as now they're in trouble though. Good spell shield there, but the King finishes off Mystik Decay anyways. Quantum not able to trade back. You're rocking a hard place there. You can block the Caitlyn ultimate if you want, but you will be in the way of the Lee Sin Q. So kill picked up there for Farmers, who have built themselves, as we near the 19-minute mark of the game, almost a 3,000 gold lead. They have the only tournament. They have the only dragon of the game. So we're definitely starting to see that lead kind of extend on itself here and give them complete control.
Yeah, 30 CS lead coming in top lane. Almost like 36 coming in for AD carry. Finished Infinity Edge, Berserker's Greaves, and an extra dagger as compared to the Vamp Scepter and the components of an Infinity Edge for Sivir.
That's right. So through these team comps and we see that Mystik Gaming wants a team fight. The problem is that they're so far behind in items right now. They may not be able to team fight, and that's a problem for Atlas. She's certainly not going to win any duels. You want to be the team that's able to just run into your opponents and bruise them down. So if you're unable to do that, it puts you in a difficult spot when this is what your team looks like. They do have a good way to do it, so the team thinking needs to hold out and try to get to that late game. So we'll see, we have Dragon spawning here in 90 seconds. We'll see if this is where Mystik Gaming wants to try to take the team fight. If we do see farmers go for it, or farmers is just content to keep building this gold lead and take the minion waves and the pressure when they need it.
Ooh, nice play.
Yeah, good play, but he's still in trouble. Hook lands and Cataclysm is in. Ultimate coming to Kalen doesn't quite get it. The burn is on, but the shield from the Lantern will be enough. But with a minute till Dragon spawns, this will likely equal at least vision control as well as maybe a minute turret for farmers. Upon just trying to wave clear, they do take it down. The farmers have his base taken in the second third of the game. So yeah, things starting to get a little more out of control here for Mystik. And now losing their farmers. See the name makes sense. So you see this could be a fight. Both teams posturing around this Raptor. Looks like he was actually picked up there by Mystik. Righteous Glory burned. They're trying to make a play here. Hook misses. Lego's still on the chase, but does back away. Dragon for 20 seconds. Both teams with some members chunked out a little low. Righteous Glory has been used by Malcolm, so that will be down if the fight does come about. But Kalen taking some damage there in the middle lane. It's actually Mystik that has control of the Dragon Pit at the moment.
Dragon coming in with 5 seconds. We saw that last fight though, that Mystik and Burn, Righteous Glory, and On the Hunt. That's not a lot of engage tools for them.
That's right, we see the fight may come. Jarvis takes a little bit of damage. Dragon at 3,000 health. They're going to try to burn this. We see he may beat up. Oh,
Early snipe.
Early snipe, but they still get Rex and makes it up. True Shot Barrage does a lot of damage. Waterberg moves out. Burn Flash trying to take down 3 lanes. He's in the middle. And somehow Lynn, as they pick up a triple kill. So far, Young and easy with a nice spell block. Spell shield on the ultimate, but they're running away. This is where Quantum could excel, though. A lot of poke. Boy trying to catch him. Nice arcane shift away. Flash away as well. Zipper comes in. Doesn't quite finish it. He gets the last spell to get in there. Dodges it. Oh, but release you. But he picks it up. Crazy play there by Quantum. That looked for sure he was going to go down. Lisa had been bullying him the entire game, but he picks it up, and they get the Dragon. I think at the end of the day, that's a 2-for-3 in favor of farmers, but we do see the Dragon picked up for Mystik, and really that was the first time this game we've seen them fight back.
Absolutely. Relies Crystal Scepter coming in as the next item for Quantum. Maybe just using that for some nice poke. With the buffs to the item,
Yeah.
it's pretty strong.
A little more safety as well. It gives you that health, as well as, slow to keep them from chasing after you. So if the fights go similar to the way that last one was, fighting back at the end of it, I can see that working out very well.
So the next item for Lee Sin is going to be a needlessly large rod.
Yeah, that's right. So
I guess he's planning to pick up that Zanya's Hourglass so that when he jumps in and ults somebody, he can survive a little longer.
Alex, when was the last time you saw a needlessly large rod by Lee Sin?
I don't know. Maybe his idea of Lee Sin is better than mine. I'm not the best Lee Sin player.
Definitely an interesting build path. But you know what? He's 2-1-5 and completely dominating the lane. Oh, playing and wait, Kalen. Oh, she gets there. Young D's in a lot of trouble. Goes down. Great job there by Kalen, just lying and waiting, picking up that kill.
Rise has his finished Saros Embrace now. That's a lot of extra damage and a lot of extra tankiness with the active.
That's right. So they are starting to get that front line a little bit in form of Rise, and at least getting a Zanya's, I guess that counts. So as we hit the 24-minute mark, it's a 5,500 gold lead for farmers, and it's just continuing to snowball even after some success from Mystik in that last fight. So I think things definitely trending in the way of farmers. So you have the balance, but now Squirrel Sean could be in trouble. Gets hitting the wall, trying to get some damage back on it with easy pickup though. Third kill of the game, but they do lose a tower for it. So still a trade there at the end of the day.
Yeah, a little too far pushed up without any vision in that side of the jungle. But they do have a 6k gold lead. They can make a few mistakes.
Yeah, and you know, Kalen pushes the tower. It gets collapsed, but they do pick up the top lane because Mystik had to commit those resources to the bottom. So, all in all, you know, not a horrible decision now, and we'll see. Satisfaction in the top lane, Sivir farming and Rise of Lion, and he waits. Decides to go for it, but they just smartly back off there, so they have no vision.
Now,
The map is lit up with blue wards right now.
Lee Sin has opted for the upgraded warding totem in addition to his sight stone. You think maybe he could benefit a little more being able to sweep away some vision?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see as a UC how much they do value vision. They have boards just littering the map. I think I count 3 boards on the map for farmers fighting. So for all of you at home, vision wins games, and you can see right now that Mystik does not have much of it. They cannot see anything in the river, and that could lead to getting caught, losing an objective for it.
I don't know what I expected when I saw the Rod and the Seekers, but there's the Zanya's Hourglass on Lee Sin. Maybe we'll see some gold coming out whenever he comes in.
Yeah, they definitely have avoided. They are just snowballing this lead now up to 6,000 gold. They're avoiding the straight 5-on-5 lead fights. Every fight they've taken thus far has been the fight they wanted, not the fight the 6 forced them into. And that's just smart played for their team comp there.
I was wondering what that item was. It looks like there's a banner of command coming in for Lulu.
That's a solid item. You see, I think that's a less boy favorite, but it not only gives them that Legion aura to help detecting some of the poke coming out from Quantum, but it also gives them the ability to control sideways, which in a game like this between two very good teams is extremely important to be able to control the waves and the pressure. It allows you to do things like force a Baron fight because the other team has to send someone back to defend and things like that.
Jarvan
really can be strong if you use it right.
Jarvan coming in with the Aegis components now. It's about time. It's about that time that he would need them. Oh,
here we go. Hook lands. Jarvan somewhat tanky though, takes a lot of damage, but will get away safely. But with Dragon up in 35 seconds, that could be a window for Mystik Game to try to fight back. Uh-oh. Sivir could be in trouble. Flash hook lands by Mystik Decay. He ignites on. He runs into the box. He's going to go down. Soloed out by Mystik Decay, although
there we go.
He started with very little health.
Supportal combat right there.
That's right. So very nice play there. Mystik Decay giving his team an opportunity, though Caitlin's very good on that as misses. We might still see a fight over this Dragon. Caitlin does damage if Fight breaks out of the middle lane. It's Freelancer taking a lot of damage. Run away from Mystik Legos, who puts out quite a bit of damage there. So 10 seconds left from Jarvan spawns. Dragon is live, and it is immediately started up by Mystik Gaming. Legos may be caught. He is very tanky, though. Gets worked out. This is going to equal a Dragon correct side. No Swine Steal coming in. Lee runs away to safety, and now trouble in the middle lane. In the middle, rather. Lulu way too deep and goes down. Nice turnaround coming here from Mystik. They get the damage, and then they kill Jarvan. They turn it into a Dragon. They turn it into a pick on Lulu. All of a sudden, it's still a sizable gold lead, but they're actually ahead in Dragons, and now pressuring the middle turret.
And there we see the power of this Sivir pick with on the hunt engage.
Right, they wanted to get to this later game, and now they are, quickly getting there. Quantum 3-3-1 has a lot of ability to both damage the other team, but is slow them down and make their lives hectic. They have to be worried about dodging the True Shot barrage, which can completely chunk them. And they also have to worry about getting hit by just a simple Q because of that Rally's Crystal Scepter.
Yeah, if you land any poke, then you're gonna get hit by a lot more poke. Just because you're slowed, you can't dodge it as well. You're poked down, Sivir's gonna pop on the hunt, they're all gonna run straight at you.
That's right. We'll see, there's some movement around Baron. Looks like it's just discovered up there by farmers fighting. Alright, so we have a question from the chat while it looks like we have a break here. Do you think the farmers Farmers are manipulating their all-in potential is throwing Mystik off. So I think the question is the fact that Farmers is not getting stuck in those 5v5s throwing Mystik off because they're not able to just force the fights?
Well, yes, in a sense. Mystik looking at the...
We'll get back to that in a minute. Hook lands by Thresh. True Shot Barrage comes in, misses. To see if they're able to proc. No, not able to proc Baron for that extra damage. So it's just a flash run from Lulu. She'll run away. Yeah, go ahead and get back on that train of thought.
Well, Mystik, when they saw the team comp that Farmers brought out, they should have known Farmers was not going for any team fights, like, anytime soon this game. As a result, they're not really able to use the strength of their team comp.
Here we go, the insect comes in. Mystik's ready for it this time. Brings away the king, comes in on the TnT. Really takes a lot of damage right side. Here comes the teleport. Kai has arrived for a lot of damage. Jarvan He goes down, Simmer's down, damage down. Trying to get back to double kill for Rise. Now Mystik Legos forced to flash away. This was a great fight. Oh, he's not going to get away. Flash Room Prison. Lunoy gets it in, gets the final spell down. He goes down a 3 for nothing.
That was really bad for Mystik. Jarvan Cataclysm 3 of the champions in the inside, and Rise just destroyed them with the AoE damage from his ultimate. Unleash power.
And look at this, they don't even care. Just tanking the turret, face tanking. The True Shot Barrage comes in, gets them down, but they're still just going to brute force this thing down. There you can see that Banner command doing work on that siege minion. Quantum trying to poke him out. Frequencies are very low, but he'll just back up. And his team will pick up the first inhibitor of the game. 31 minutes, 7,500 gold lead for Farmers, and he just took complete control with that inhibitor going down.
And with an AP Ezreal, you can't even clear that Banner commanded minion. It's immune to magic damage.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
Here we go, fight. Another fight from One Dragon. Actually a little deep side. Gets Quantum to run. Sivir has arrived. Boomerang lands. Quantum jumps back in. Gets the auto, I think, for the win there. Now Squirrelshawn trying to get away from... No, it does run away from the Rek'Sai. A little too deep there, a little greedy. It's a kill picked up, back up by Mystik. And it feels like when we look up, outside of that last team fight, we're seeing Mystik make some good plays. They're actually the team coming up with the catches, but that gold lead just keeps extending further and farther for Farmers fighting.
I can't help but think... I think Caitlyn ought to have gone for Last Whisper rather than that BF sword. With the front line of Maokai and Rek'Sai coming in, you're going to want that armor penetration. And additionally, I mean, she's going to be far away from anywhere near the enemy AD carry. The Last Whisper's still going to do much more damage.
Yeah, so maybe felt like it didn't need it. Didn't pick it up, at least yet. Wouldn't be surprised to see that come through. But the front line so far has not held well enough, just by virtue of the... Will Lee-Sin take this one? He does not, but just by virtue of having a big enough lead, the front line for Mystik has not held up as well as you might expect so far. They have not been able to get the damage in from their backline before. They're forced to start falling away, so Dragon have a minute now. We'll see if we get another fight here. It's actually Mystik Gaming that's up 2-1 on the Dragon, so they can't afford to let this go if they want to make a different play. We'll see what they do here as both teams just try to secure some vision in the area.
There's a Void Staff on Rise. He's going to be shredding teams now.
That's right.
His, I'm not sure what the E is called, but it already shreds magic resist. He's going to be doing near true damage now.
That's right, certainly a lot of damage coming out from Dragon in the top lane, but a massive taking control over here. Right shoulder comes in. Oh, they may have a catch on the shoulder. Roshan goes down. Jarvan jumps in, but he's instantly blown up. Now they're running away. Kick off Lego. She's trying to get some room. And Farmers fighting in full retreat mode. Lulu trying to run away. Boomerang gets some damage in. Boomerangs are up there as well. Quantum jumps on in, gets some damage in. Dodges that Q, gets the glitter lines after the slope, but the red buff is burning, and it's Young Casey who picks it up. Lego's trying. Legos finds freelancer back. There's the Zon.
There it is.
Oh! He gets the Q over the wall. Unfortunately for him, it was seen coming. It's a 4 for nothing for Mystik Gaming. This could be the Baron.
Yeah, that was. Oh.
Or it'll be a pause.
Okay, so let's look at that fight again. We saw
Yes.
that Righteous Glory with the Sivir on the hunt. That was just too fast of an engage, and they jumped on Caitlyn, who was a little far forward.
Yeah. Yeah, they thought, Farmers Fighting thought they were pushing up the middle, and Caitlyn was, hey, I'm going to get up here, I'm going to get this farm, and they paid for it right there with a great engage by Mystik, just forcing their hand into that team fight, and once Caitlyn was not able to make it out, that spells disaster for your team.
And then they were caught in that little corridor. True Shot Barrage came across all 4 members there.
All right, so we'll work out the pause here. First day of the tournament here at Tokyo and Tulsa. You're watching Farmers Fighting, your 2-time defending champions, going up against Mystik Gaming in our round-robin portion of the tournament. The teams are getting points according to their record today as they play each of the other teams in the bracket. They'll come back tomorrow with seeding based on that, and we will play a single elimination best of 3. So we have 4 teams here in the Uncapped bracket, with some very, very good teams coming out and making the trip. Farmers Fighting coming from Texas A&M, I believe, so long road trip for them, and they're making the most of it so far.
Looks like our pause is done.
That's right, so now we return to your regularly scheduled Baron as Mystik, after winning that fight, Rise wants to make a play, but he's into his way here. There is some damage being down. Baron still, he's going to be playing against Hope, though they're trying to play. Great job by Mystik there to peel away from the Baron and pick up the kill on Rise. Very good job not forcing him down, not getting anxious, knowing they had what it took to pick up that Baron safely, and all of a sudden we have ourselves a game.
I'm afraid if that hook hadn't landed, Rise would have come in for a triple kill before going down.
Yeah, he certainly had the ability to blow him up, but Mystik Decay has been on point all game long and shows you why right there. And with that kill, they evened it up at 13 kills apiece. Interestingly, the Dragon not even taken in all of that. So we'll see another fight break out very soon. But Mystik Gaming cut that gold lead down to 2,500. All of a sudden, 35 minutes in, as your AP Ezreal now is a Rabadon's death cap finished, going to be doing massive amounts of damage, and as we sit naturally falling off as the game goes on. This is much less Farmer's lead. Blue taking a lot of damage from the True Shot Barrage, as does Jarvan. Mystik feeling confident, just going to go for the Dragons. Why Ezreal's considered such a big priority? Oh, here we come. Trickside gets a good smite. No smite steal this time, though Lee Sin did threaten it. 3-1, our Dragons has even more movement speed now with that third Dragon buff for Mystik to engage.
I would say that's probably going to be a Spirit Visage coming in for Lee Sin with that Kindle Gem, but I don't even know anymore.
Well, I mean, don't look now, but if this tower does go down, Mystik Gaming, it does fall. We're almost dead even in gold at that point. So this was Farmers Fighting's game for a very long time, but Mystik they waited out that early game just like we thought they needed to, and they're making the most of it here in the mid, quickly transitioning to the late game as we pass the 36-minute mark.
Still quite a bit that Mystik has to go through to win this game. They've only gotten 2 towers. And they have an open inhib, which just respawned.
That's right. Yeah, they lost that inhib, and man, how times have changed. There's facing endurance and diving. Scott caught out again. He's flashed with no lands. Jarvan did a lot of trouble flashing away, but goes anyways. Mystik, he picks up the kill. Quantum Physics now 9-3-2 on Ezreal after starting this game 0-2. So extraordinary patience displayed by him to get back in, and now he's able to go aggressive and get that point down as Mystik Gaming forces down another tower with Baron. They have just given themselves their first gold lead of the game. Maybe they want more. They have the Baron because they have Jarvan dead. They're going to be turret on the inhibitor. There's not even a fight coming out from Farmers Fighting. Now the inhibitor will surely fall. Mystik Gaming just all the way back in this game and leading in every facet at this point now. So things are quickly turning here. And they've turned, and now you have the Lee Sin, who does not scale incredibly well into the late game for Farmers. In the last 10 minutes, have gone from reading complete control to being completely on the back.
Yeah, with with all that early game that Lee Sin brings, you're gonna pay for it at this point in the game. And I don't know, I'm not sure this Zanyas is really working out for him.
I think we've seen it used once, and it was not particularly effective. So, I mean, it all comes down to, we're trying to put all this thought into it. It may be they said, this is
This
a
game-
seeding game. This doesn't matter. We're not going to show you anything. We're going to have some fun. We'll show you tomorrow. But, that said, the Lisa mechanics were impressive early, and it gave them that lead that they were looking for. They just weren't able to convert it.
But now, at this
before we hit
point,
the late game.
Ezreal has a 100 CS lead over Lee Sin.
Yeah. Power True Shot Barrage.
Just
Went
free
for the
CS from the other sides of the lane.
That's right, went for the lucidity. So those True Shot Barrages, just like that one, are going to be fast and furious. Quantum, who's did a great job this game, I think, displaying patience and knowing he was going to get pressure, knowing he had that late game threat, he was going to get focused, and he took some damage early and died a few times for it, but kept up his farm, kept his composure, more importantly, and transitioned very well into the late game to now be able to lead his team into the position they are at.
Yeah. Let's
We'll
see.
see what they want to do with this. They have the middle inhibitor down. They have vision control all along the bottom side of the wave. The top wave doesn't appear to be pushing against them, but we'll see if they force it down as Baron is either nearly out or already out. So that will not be a factor in the next fight we have.
At this point, with Mystik Gaming coming on the upswing, the one saving grace that they have is the strength of their late game Caitlyn and Ryze. Ryze just putting out a lot of AoE magic damage, and then Caitlyn with her safety. So long as she's not caught in the middle of the team, she should be doing quite a bit of work in these team fights.
That's right, absolutely. Caitlyn definitely has that power. Not a hyper carry per se, but definitely someone puts out quite a bit of damage in the late game, and we see Farmer's trying to get some vision back here. Now what's going to be really interesting here is in a minute and 35 seconds, we have Baron spawning at basically the exact same time as Dragon. So this is what a team focus is. Dragon, the other team would choose to Baron. And while Farmers probably don't have an exact timer on it, thanks to Ryze giving his life to the cause, they do more or less know when it will be up. So definitely going to be some interesting decisions here over the next 60 seconds. It's going to be very game-changing one way or another.
I think at this point in the game, Lee Sin should...
Is that? Yes, we can see some just popping on it. True Shot Barrage moves though, with the hook lands on Dragon, beats a wild roast, he's in very deep, flies in Dragon's way, trying to get away, gets the shield, trying to go, but Maldive takes on his way on it. Rek'Sai does the same, in back like Young does he want to really unmolested now. Though Quantum takes a bit of hope right there. It's a 1-0 so far, but it is, that Q just misses. Rek'Sai will block the ultimate. Oh, back and forth, some flashes, hook lands, but a Quantum gets it, doesn't need any help. Picks up the kill onto Ryze, and that may mean another inhibitor for Mystik. They went very aggressive there, and it paid off for them some nice plays. The front line that we talked about earlier in the game now appears to solidly be there. You saw Rek'Sai diving in the back line. You saw Maokai diving in the back line. Neither of them taking damage. They want everything right now. They don't want it back in there. They want to win the game. One Nexus inhibitor goes down. Play in the back. Lisa trying to get the insect. Doesn't work. He's got that stun. He's in the middle of the team. Hook misses, but he's able to flash away. But he goes down as Legos has that winning click. The second Nexus inhibitor. Nexus turret goes down. They're trying to finish it off. The creeps are there. Young Easy just wailing on it. It's going to go down. It's Mystik Gaming in 42 minutes. Takes down the defending champions. What a comeback right there.
Yeah. It's just... Lee Sin, towards the end, needed to stop diving and look more to peel for his Caitlyn and his Ryze so that they could put out some more damage.
Well, they had no front line. They couldn't try to play the peel and tank game because we saw, that warrior enchantment. We saw that black cleaver into Zanyas. They don't have the front line to play that extended game. And as you see there, it did not work out for them. And Mystik just able to play safe and farm up and eventually come back and take the game.